my mind is sometimes just a little out there, you know. I like to be that way when I'm making music. You know what I'm saying? And I just go to another place where other people don't go.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Wow, thank you for the 3 Baba Booies before the stream started. Hello, traders. We're here a little early.
It's time for Power Hour.
Right, last 60 minutes trading on Wall Street, and you've got really nice price action on all the Mag 7 and Baba. I mean, good across the board. A good day, really good macro day. Meta is, is gapped up, is running near its all-time high resistance, right at the top of that trading range. Google gapped up today off that recapturing of key level yesterday. Anyway, we'll look at it. We're just looking at Bitcoin right now on the 4-hour, which is kind of really why we're here. Let's say breakout attempt, right? They've been testing this freaking level of all levels for 19 hours and 40 minutes or 30 minutes, 20 minutes. My God. And this is just like testament to like the levels from history. You go back years and years ago, and it was manufactured then, but then many years later, it's still very much real, right? Ancient battleground. The buyers and the sellers congregate here again to fight it out. And at these levels, we don't really know what type of absorption is going on, but there certainly is one type of absorption occurring. And it looks like, based on this most recent price action, and maybe what we could be looking at is rising 3 methods. On the 4-hour, we saw falling 3 methods. That was the Jesus. It was a beautiful textbook pattern that caught follow through, and then that was the bottom. Hit support, ran to the next level perfectly at 53K, and then we never saw it again. We never got a back test of it. You may not. You would figure like a back test 53K would be the absolute best for the harmonic trader or any sort of person that wants forms of major confirmation on the daily. But it's not always like that. So we're here today just to look at Bitcoin buyers test and test and test this level. Maybe they're absorbing the supply that is here. I hope so, because if they do, insane consequences involved with a major markup that could take us to 61.7 and all the way up to 63.588 if we're lucky, if there's good performance. So At the same time, you're testing a resistance, and you can see kind of like the MACD is the histogram's like a high, then a higher high on price at resistance with lower levels of positive momentum. I don't think it's really that great looking, right? There's no separation of the histogram islands, but so I'm just saying, like, someone could have an argument for shorting here because you're up against resistance, right? It wouldn't be like you like longing at supports, right? But dang, man, staring at this price action where the buyers are just so resilient here, they're just not giving up. You would think, like, if it was done, like, wouldn't we probably have just continued downward after this sell-off, right? So that's where we are. You know it, right? Correct. Critical areas. All right, let's look at the daily. Something I haven't had pictured because it's not real, okay? What do you mean it's not real? So this is an M shape, an informal M shape, and someone will be like, dude, it's a cipher. It's not even a bullish cipher by definition. Bullish ciphers by definition, the minimum, you know, from the high to low on the A to B point, you would want a 1272 minimum to up to a 1618. This is only a 116% retrace on C from this high to low. So doesn't meet the criteria of the fake pattern because Scott Carney doesn't even regard this as a real, you know, type of M shape, or, you know, formal harmonic. We don't even have to go as far as calling it a harmonic. It's just an M shape. We've identified an M shape with a 786 retrace. One thing that's cool about this M shape that is not real, okay, just throwing out there, not real, but an M shape, not real harmonic. Really nice, looking back, really nice confluence of a 78% retrace and a 1414 fib extension from the B to C D point, right? That's confluence. Confluence even more hardcore because where they are confluent, you have a key inflection point from history. So I remember the 786 1414 combination. And I'm not even saying, look, dude, this is just an example of the 1414 786 combo, okay? This doesn't mean that we're gonna have the same effect or outcome at all right? But just for the sake of having fun, okay, we like to have fun here. If you remember, it was a true harmonic. It was the Gartley, but it was that same, remember back, 55% loss in 5 weeks, the great capitulation of 2018. Well, remember the 1414 and the 786 came to pass on this one, but it was a Gartley, a 60%, 61% retrace on B, the lower high on C. It was perfect. By the book, Gartley. Where we're dealing with, nothing. Just an M shape that is informal. Okay, it doesn't have to have a name. If it plays out, we'll give it a name. How about that? We'll name it the Yellowhammer or something. Okay, so understand upside potential about 9%. If they reverse this thing, we fall back below 57.5, about 8% downside. So 8 to 9% upside or downside, depending on which way market participants want to take this. But we do know there are, I mean, we got big levels, right? 63,588 or 53K. Those are your next big targets, okay? Not sure which way we're going because they haven't broken resistance. They're trying, but as you can see, they've been trying for 20 freaking hours now. Oh, what is this? Trump posted a video on X about talking about crypto. Dude, none of those things work, okay? Those, like, catalysts. And catalysts are just going to be like, oh, it happens, and then the price reacts, and then it's gone, and there's nothing you can do about it. So anything that we've been witnessing, that like no news-driven catalyst has any effect on Bitcoin's price at all. I think the most recent one that actually did something positive was President Trump almost being assassinated. That made them recapture the key level, and then that gave us a run up to an 886, but we just completed the bearish harmonic pattern, bearish shark, and then collapsed. So yeah, we can't really get excited about. All we can do is know the levels, know the consequences of the levels when market participants decide to break them one way or another, and we got it. Okay, so it'd probably be a good poll, all right, for the viewing audience. Like, What's first? What's coming next? What will be tested next? Would it be 63,588 or would it be 53K? Because we know for a fact one of those levels will be tested before the other. Maybe we should do that. Maybe that should be a poll, you know. Why not? Let's do it. What will be tested? This might take a while, though. We don't, you know, who knows how long it'll take before we get 63,588 or 53K. I think that's simple enough, right? Okay, there's your poll. Go participate. Exercise your whatever, you know, your right to vote on Bitcoin on YouTube. Nice. There will be serious consequences, okay? RFK endorsement gave short-term boost. Now, was that part of this wave here? Yes, it was. This was part of the, you know, failed assassination attempt, and then RFK. This was RFK for real. I think it was one of these. Maybe it was here, July 19th through the 21st, or it was 25th through the 29th. Yep, and that was. Thank you, RFK, for giving us pretty much a form of confirmation, giving us strong confidence to believe we were going to sell off next, but we didn't know we were going to crash 30% in 6 days. Rip poll. What happened? Poll complete. What the? Gosh dang it, dude. What? What are they doing? Sorry, guys. Hey, at least I'm freaking y'all out. Hey, that's always good, man. That was, haha, I got y'all to type. I don't know why it did that. Sorry, 53,000. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it. Leave it alone. Leaving it alone. So, yeah, okay. The quickest poll in history of all polls. Very little sample data to go off of, whatever. Something that's cool on Bitcoin, this will be confirmed in 4 hours and 30 minutes. You'll be painting your first level of positive momentum on the histogram since August 29th, so it'd be the first of the month of September. RSI is still below 50, neutral. I mean, you're in neutral between 40 and 60 anyway, but I think you'd always want to be above 50. One day I want to see us get above 60 because that's when, you know, bull market probably really going on, because we, you know, look, we did in August, couldn't do crap, couldn't even test 60, the threshold. So, all right, that is kind of like your update. That's what's going on. We've got Bitcoin up on the action screen. It'll always be here, you know, especially in situations like this where we're just watching maybe buyers absorb the remaining supply for 20 hours, but if they can't break it at some point, the buyers will relent. If they realize there's just too much supply here, sellers will take back over, will fall back below 57.5, and then we just have a lot of downside potential. So that's why you just can't act like you know where this asset's going next. We have to be reactive to, well, especially without an edge, right? You just don't have an edge here. I mean, to think about longing here is really tough because you have limited upside potential. You could have zero upside potential, right? When you're buying at resistance, that's essentially what happens. That's what you're setting yourself up for. Zero upside potential, maybe, unless they break it. Then you're a breakout trader. And we know breakout trades or breakouts fail more often than they do, like for real. Actually, they are real breakouts, right? We get like up thrust and then they fail. And you fall back below support resistance and then they never come back. So, yeah, hard to really manage risk here. Okay, if you were to ask me, like, if I was Composite, man, I had so much Bitcoin that I could move the market and paint all the structures I wanted. I could do it myself. I would want probably something like this, just to be people be triggered. But dude, that would be legendary, right? It would be the harmonic framework perfectly. You'd be getting to buy at support. You'd be buying a form of confirmation. What you could see on the oscillator would be great. It would be something like this, where you get like really definitive bullish divergence on the local low. Just thing that we like, How many, this is what studying for years does, right? You just see the same thing that it, oh yeah, how many hundreds of times have we seen this hypothetical be real, and then it plays out, and it's like, okay, like this, and then we go to just for fun, we just go to nano nuclear. Oh my god, well, it's pulled back, it was up 20% today, but it's the same like thing, kind of, right? The M shapes, you want the type 2s, right? You want the type 2 on the harmonics, man, always. Where's the, sorry, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah, HOR, my bad. You want the M shape, and then you want the clear type 2 return after the M shape develops. So you don't have that yet. And see another like informal M shape here on H bar. I don't see no confirmation low. Nah, I wouldn't even put any weight on this. So yeah, I was just like we're just kind of theory crafting here about like what would be best if we could help it, if we could have it. But that's just the thing, man. Best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. This is what we would want, but it doesn't mean we'll ever get it. Okay. But that's the beauty of these markets, man. You
Analysis on Bitcoin puppets on Magic Eden, please. The Puppetios sends their regards.
Whether it's here, equities, commodities. Chat, you want to weigh in on what Joseph713 just said? Anyone? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Probably not. I don't think I can, Joseph. I don't know. Bitcoin puppets on Magic Eden, please. The Pupitos send their regards. Puppetios. I'm sorry, man. I don't know how to do any of that. But I appreciate you contributing to the 100% crowdsourced stream. Okay, Bitcoin dominance, how's it doing today? We're gonna look at the we're gonna look at gold, all-time highs. Holy crap, it's going nuts. And that's like, it's like the meme, dude. Jesus, I've seen what you've done for others, and I want the same thing for me, right? Like, come on, gold doing it, and like Bitcoin's just up at resistance and can't break the resistance. Give me a break, man. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance just looks ready, you know, to eventually break to new highs and eventually see 60 and beyond, possibly. If you look at the monthly is like, you can clearly see it's a double bottom, but it's like even more so of a double bottom, right? It's like a big old M shape, the complete, it's so beautiful, isn't it? Like a monthly M shape, informal, because it was too shallow on the C point, but dude, again, informal M shape for people that are just like learning about M shapes, and it's like, dude, where did it complete and conclude? I mean, yeah, it consolidated there for a long time, from May of 2021 all the way up to February 2023, a couple of years, right? But the M shape with the type 1 and the type 2. So we had Wyckoff accumulation right here beautifully, but on the monthly it was another, I mean, it was something else that was implying the same thing as Wyckoff accumulation. So you got to love that, but I'm just saying, I guess like 60, 61 still good here. I mean, like if you wanted aggressive targets for a harmonic trader, it would be like 70%. Could you imagine 70+% on Bitcoin market cap dominance? Where altcoins would be? Or where Bitcoin would be. Oh my God, Bitcoin's at 150K or something, and like up here, and then altcoins are just where they are now, almost. I don't know. But yeah, beautiful stuff. What's up, Zito?
2 months, woohoo.
Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, the 2 months, man. Really appreciate that, dude. Okay, I guess we'll just...
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
I'm sorry, man. Like Ethereum's just not even doing anything that's like interesting. Like if this was like, say the world was different and like instead of Bitcoin Live, and we go live for Bitcoin and stuff, like it was Ethereum Live, and we go live for Ethereum, and Vitalik's the king. You know, like I wouldn't be live right now. There's just nothing about this asset that, besides the potential M-shaped type 1, there's just nothing really exciting. Like, you're not on breakout watch. You're underperforming Bitcoin. Nothing burger today. Okay, Ethereum to Bitcoin. Oh, so what happened yesterday? Multi-year lows on the close. What's happening today? Going for another multi-year candle close on the daily, 4 hours and 20 minutes till that is confirmed.
Is that a joint?
But it's just like, what's going to happen if Bitcoin breaks resistance, goes to 63.6? Ethereum's just going to rally, but this is going to continue melting down, and eventually probably 2.4 million sats when it's all said and done. Garbage, dude. Straight up trash. I mean, this chart just keeps implying, like, what's the point of ever owning Ethereum instead of Bitcoin? There is no reason to own Ethereum over Bitcoin right now. There's just not. It's kind of like nasty, like just awful, like distribution with a buy wall, I guess.
Hi
whatever.
Mitch, after you've done your usual assets, can you cover Dragon X/Titan? It's on deck screen, have been overperforming 2 months now. It's the dragon.
OX Brennan, thanks for the $20 super chat, man. The pounds over the London way, UK, mate. What's up with this whole like not on trading view thing? Can we like kind of stick to some non-exotic things? Like, hey, I'm gonna request Tesla or Paramount or orange juice. So yeah, I mean, we can try, but it can kind of be disruptive when we're having to leave TradingView. And it's going to BNB up 2%. Very, very nice. Remember the Breakout and Go confirmed yesterday. Got immediate follow through today, but you know, whatever. It's again, anytime an asset, I mean, the participants of the asset recapture level and they reconfirm it as support, anyone out there can construct a trading plan that's going to have max upside, and if it fails, you're going to have minimal losses. So anyone, keep saying, like, anytime you're above 510, anyone could have an entry, a tight stop loss with max upside potential if they wanted. Yep. So that's it. It's just accelerating off the bullish back test and the bullish engulfing candle. So the bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed with a candle close and follow through in 4 hours and 17 minutes. Nice. It's a good day here. Solana, dude, you gotta admire this. You gotta be impressed. Remember what they did? They recaptured 130, the top of that inflection zone, and then yesterday they formally reconfirmed its validity as support. And today you're just kind of, you know, near the open from yesterday and the previous day and the previous day. So you're kind of spinning your wheels since the 9th, but still right at the bottom of a range here. Where are the sellers? Again, like, you can't invalidate the lower highs until buyers take out 163, then after that 191, and then they got to break, you know, like 209. So, but yeah, again, just like BNB, if someone wanted to, which the context is kind of rough here with the distribution, that's pretty real. I mean, it's very real. So you might be setting up for the lowest high, even another lower high than these highs, and rolling over in a test again to continue absorption of remaining demand. But anyone can, if they want to, at these levels, they can construct a trading plan where they can have an entry setup and a tight stop loss that is strategic, and they can go with God and say, all right, I mean, you know, upside potential 159 all the way to 190 plus. That would be probably your two targets, right? I mean, 160, this high, and these two highs, and then 190 after that. You just don't know, man. We can't act like we know if this level will be taken out by sellers soon, or if the buyers are doing what they're actually doing and it's real. So we just know 3-to-1 reward to risk. We know maximum upside potential at this area if it's really being defended and reconfirmed as support. So that's Solana. Okay, you need, obviously, right? Like, there's no way 124, 130 holds. A Bitcoin is just going to roll over here and fall below 57.5 and head on down to 53K. This is not happening. That's where, yeah, you're probably going to $90. But if they are able to break this, and we're probably going to 63,588 because they're breaking it with fall through, and it's a very concerted effort by buyers and very real high volume, whatever, follow through, then this is probably the bottom on Sol. Literally, this market is completely beholden to Bitcoin. Oh, nice. We got our Silbs new thumbnail. Let's look at XRP, and then we'll go to gold. We have to go to gold. XRP, that's nice. Outperforming all the other big boys today. Bullish engulfing candle. I mean, this thing was up probably near 10% at the highs. Got to 58.8 cents. Okay, well, there you go. Positive price action correlation to a level, you know. And just reacting off that. I mean, I guess a higher low again. Here's your high. I mean, here's your low. Here's your high. Here's your higher low. Here's your lower high. Your two lower highs than this high. And then a higher low again. So still kind of neutral with the lower highs, but the higher lows. But I guess anything above 50 cents is okay. That would be my line in the sand on XRP. If all of them have their own lines in the sand, 50 cents the line here. Look at the price action you get below 50 cents, you know, like this went to 43, this went to 38. So that's it. Nice stuff, dude, on XRP. Gold, dude. Jesus chimes, chat. Jesus chimes. And they recaptured the supply line, became a demand line. It was back tested as support yesterday. You know, obviously they recaptured 2,500 psychological level and 2,557. And so all we can do is go to the monthly and understand. Monthly cup with Hendel. Yeah, I mean, your target on the monthly is like 27.85. So we are in price discovery right now. I mean, this is the largest market cap asset in the world. I don't know, outside of, well, depends. Like, you know, the Chinese real estate market actually is the highest market cap, but it's not really like a commodity, I guess. Like, okay, talking gold. So, yeah, gold is, you know, $15+ trillion asset or market cap asset, and it's moving very well today. It takes a lot of money to move an asset that has such a high market cap like that. You think about, like, gold is 15+ trillion, and then like Nvidia, like at its highs was like 3 trillion, a little over 3 trillion or something, right? That's crazy to think about. I mean, this couple of handles been here forever, but you know. Yeah, and we'll look at the Mag 7 too. Just give me time. A real good day for some commodities. Silver, boom, up 4.2+%. Is that a joint? That is a beautiful, beautiful higher low, right? We needed that. Broke the supply line, broke the overhead resistance. It's trying to break 2981, which is that high from April 12th. So very nice. The momentum is now clearly has shifted with confirmation back into the hands of the buyers, right? So the monthly, right, which we knew, just like gold, had these ungodly, oh my God, right? The M-shape, bullish bat pattern, type 2 return. And now it's like, yeah, you're waiting for 34.50, 37.60, 48, 49.80. I mean, these are the aggressive targets anyway. So given enough time, silver, that was our target. Anything above 26.18, bullish, right? You can own silver. You can keep buying it, DCAing into it above that level, because that's it, man. That's 2012. That was support. It was resistance even in February, April of 2022. It was resistance in April 2023, December 2023. But then they broke it, and they pretty much back tested it. And you're above that level. When you're trading above that level, it's wonderful, right? Because they were trying to trade above it in 2020, but you failures, just utter failures for too long. Something's changed, and the trend is certainly your friend. You are in a very nice bullish trend on silver on the most significant time scale. So you would think much higher prices, given enough time on silver on this, but dude, who knows how long it would take. But it's very nice. Something someone could just own. Yeah, like gold. Oh, it's on TradingView. Nice. Okay. $1.5 trillion asset class on this one. So, U.S. oil. Hey, made a comeback today. This is the monthly. Looking bad. Oh God, the monthly looks so awful. Doesn't it look like an incomplete M shape? And it's like X, A, B, C, and then like, oh, this is the confirmation of distribution locally, breaking the 200-month moving average this month, confirmed, or in 18 days, I guess, confirmed. But that right there is really scary looking, isn't it? Just since we're on the monthly anyway, like you just think about an 88% retrace. The bad action magnet move is like 64.20. Think about an 886 on, oh my God, 1530. What does that do? Like, that's so bad, man. But even if you're not even talking about 886, 786 retraces, you're just talking about support resistances, you are breaking the level of all levels on the monthly. I mean, talking candle high close from August 2006, the swing low from 2011, a swing high major reversal from 2018, undeniable inflection point from history, and you broke that level last month, and now you're catching follow through and breaking below the 200-month moving average. So it is just like, I would not want to own U.S. oil at all until ever, if they do it anytime soon, they break back above 75.25. But then it's like you have to see on the monthly a higher high get put in than these two highs. This is very concerning. I mean, this is just a form of confirmation, and it's like a double top, but significantly lower high on the second top. Woof, aggressive distribution. Yeah, very bearish oil. Looking at this level, man, that's max downside, dude. That's like U.S. oil, right where it is right now, could go down another 38%, and historically, it wouldn't be weird. It makes so much sense. Too many straight up, straight down situations in between $42 and $75. So, get wrecked, oil. Oh my God. Okay, Bitcoin's back up against 58,372 right now. We have 8 minutes till the closing bell on Wall Street. Let's just, go to the spider, look at these index funds since we are in power hour and it's closing soon. So beautiful. So there was like only one time, like the last time in history, that, the NASDAQ or the S&P went down 1% and then rallied off the 1% lows to rally up 2%. That was the truest of true bottoms in late 2022 to conclude that bear market that lasted 10 months, 11 months. So nice follow through today. But remember, wasn't it always about the bullish inside bar? We had a bullish inside bar. It was confirmed. Then we got follow through and we're continuing to run. So it was truly, truly wonderful identification. Just a Japanese candlestick pattern. I mean, this is one of your most bread and butter, vanilla, standard candle patterns ever. So being good old reliable, so that's a good trend. Bullish pattern and bullish trend might be reliable. Okay, it was reliable. Okay, how's it performing? It's performing pretty well right now. So I would say at this point, 564 is a very real possibility to be tested again and quite possibly being broken. Okay, the bamboozling, the VIX 65. Oh my God, the yen carry trade. Number go up. Dow Jones, the beautiful back test. Oh God, it was a dream. And then the follow through. Oh God, it's amazing, man.
Jeffrey Hammond tipped $33. Afternoon, Mitch. I hope you are well. Mind taking a look at ULS on the daily? Clinking beer mugs.
Hello, Jeffrey. Thank you for the $33. You didn't Leroy Jenkins it though. You didn't 0.33 repeating, of course. But yeah, we can certainly look at ULS. Thank you for the contribution, man. Much love. An honor. So after that back test of key level and the gap fill, what a rally, and continuing and just on deck, that overhead resistance of 41.2. They break that. I mean, you're probably going to 42,077. The major 1.618, the golden mean ratio, right? How did we anchor that. If you forgot, I'll just show you. Remember, from the 2022 all-time high to that 2022 bear market low, that's how we anchored the Fibonacci there to give us our extensions. All have been captured, the 1272, the 1414, but now the 1618 looms, and that would be the target, in my opinion, which would be great for everyone, right? NASDAQ composite, man. Okay, dude, very close on Bitcoin. Okay, the gap fill somehow acted as a reversal point, but it was really the bullish inside bar identified, the bullish Harami, the follow through that confirmed it, and then more follow through. And your target is easily 18K, 17,937, the overhead resistance from June 18th. But really also now, like August. But you break that, just remember the wave structure that is beginning to develop. If they break that level, you really do have a extremely bullish wave structure. Okay, been researched, studied. Anytime there's a big wave down, a big wave up that retraces 78%, and after that 78% retrace minimum, you get a sell-off, but then you get a higher low than the first low in this wave structure. It can only mean one thing, minimum 1272 fib extension. And that would take you to 19,500, but it's a butterfly, so it could extend to the 1618 threshold, right? I mean, it's a zone. So the 1618 could take you all the way up to 20,500. So those are your, I mean, all that has to happen really to confirm the wave structure. I mean, I guess you would probably want to take out the B point, but it's being painted. They're doing it right now. So you just want to continue seeing strength back above 18K, fill the gap at 18.5, and then run this thing. And that's your upside potential. It's a lot. Imagine where tech stocks are. Imagine where Nvidia is back to all-time highs probably. Oh, definitely, right? At that point. Beautiful, man. NASDAQ. IWM. I love how they recaptured 209, right? Very, very real level. It's being confirmed as support. And it's that same type of wave structure, right? It's not like a 382 to 618. No, dude, it's like definitively a 786, right? Minimum. Deep retrace, very powerful, 80% retrace, strong. Higher low after that 80% retrace. Very, very strong. Meaning only one thing, only one, minimum 1272, 237 if you were making the wave structure. So remember, the trend is friend here. Trend is friend. Higher highs, higher lows consecutively. So you're in a good spot. All of them are up trends technically, right? But this one's really, maybe locally, putting in that higher low like the NASDAQ. One low, then the second low. No one knows the first time, but the second time, everyone knows. More than before. Bullish hammer engulfing candle on the 11th. Catching follow through today. Right? So your bullish hammer reversals catching follow through. Making it a real pattern. So looks pretty good here. Wow. Okay, Mag 7 time. Alright, let's go best to worst. Which they're all winners today, but some are better than others. Meta making me feel some type of way now. Okay, so this technically is, right? I mean, if you're a rectangle trader, like, it would probably be prudent to say 531, but someone could, if they're going with the top of the range from March 8th, right? We now have a confirmed partial decline on Meta. Oh my God, chat. But what else do we have? Bro, we have a bullish 5-0 that it completed. Can someone like out there like, hey man, I've been studying this too. Am I crazy? Bullish 5-0 and at the same time, partial decline confirmed because they you know, like you fell below support resistance, but pivoted, and now you're testing it again. So, and the bullish 5-0 is being identified in an extremely bullish trend. So we have ourselves a 70% breakout chance. 70 effing percent. Like, this is one of your highest probability outcome chances right here. And we have 10 seconds till the daily candle close, chat. That's wild, dude. Yeah, a bullish 5-0 and partial decline at the same time. This is like, okay, time to long Meta. Time to just wait for $600. And there it is, chat. There it is. Highest daily candle close on Meta since August 23rd, amongst the highest closes of all time. But that right there is very telling. It would be cool to get a gap fill and a type 2 return, but dude, yeah, right. You now have, see, you would say that, but we have the partial decline going on now. So it's like the chances of them coming back down are there. It's a low probability of retesting 494 for type 2. So that's a huge development on Meta today. And we have a high probability breakout chance. So we're talking like, 531 breaks out most probably. And it's pretty rare when you get probabilities this high for breakouts, because you don't really get price action or technical indicators that develop and mature like this. It's pretty rare. All right, we did it, man. We did it. So, okay, chat, by the way, let's just real quick go to Bitcoin, because sorry, I wasn't very we were looking at stocks and stuff, but it is real, chat. We have to play Jesus chimes, because we now have, and it could fail, whatever, but it's confirmed on the 4 hour, which is not a very significant time scale, Jesus chimes. We now have a confirmed rising 3 methods and a confirmed breakout above 58,372 on the 4 hour. It happened, dude. That is legitimately.
Hype in the chat! Look here! Look, listen! Look here! Look, listen!
That happened. Again, it may fail. It may go nowhere. It may do nothing. But we just did that. And that's freaking amazing. That's the best case scenario, I guess. Right, 58,372. 58,372. Is it a real level or is it a joke level? Oh, wait, it's an ungodly real level. Serious implications if they can actually break it. Don't fail to break it, though. And do not fail to break and then sell off and then retest as resistance, because you're going to get screwed. But if you really break it, you're looking at 61 plus, 63,588. And that's what this poll is for, right? 60% of y'all, how many people? 519 votes so far. 60% of y'all are saying that 63,588 would be tested before 53K. Okay. Well, if you are the 60%, that was really good. That was beautiful. And it's so crazy because I showed y'all earlier that we had the exact same identical reciprocal pattern, the falling 3 methods that caught, follow through, and it played out beautifully. And if you do care about like patterns and stuff, like it's not really that big a deal. I don't trade this way because I don't think it's equitable or whatever, but like you can trade the size of the structure from like the breakout point, and this is your measured move of the rising 3 methods, like from that top of that first candle. So like even if you were just trading again, you're looking for this stuff on the daily, really. Like the reliability is really there on the daily, but this is the 4 hour, so it's a joke. But if you cared about measured moves, like it would be like 59,662, so close to 60K. Yeah, but like dude, there was a time on this 4 hour candle where we were down to like 58K, and it was like, oh man, it's not gonna, it looks like it could set up, but oh no. Because, in order to confirm this candle as being real, the 5th candle has to close higher than the first candle. And it did. and it completely engulfed all three of the middle candles. It literally is a textbook beautiful bullish continuation pattern. Again, this is the name of my company, the Rising 3 Methods, whatever. So I am kind of over the moon right now, just in terms of being a, I don't know, someone who, like, what do you call it? I am an avid enthusiast for patterns of all kinds, right? Bullish inside bars, you know, super simple, complex structures, wave structures. I love it all, man. So I'm super excited. And really, the 4-hour candle close above 58,372 happened, and that was the hot. Did they do that September 4th? Look, 3 different times they tested it and failed, and we rolled over. We just broke it. So yeah, you can get it where it's failing, but the good news is, like, the momentum is no longer this. Right on the 4-hour, right? Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We're kind of, you know, higher low than previous low, higher high, higher low, kind of higher high. So it's a little bit different context right now. Very short term. Okay, that's kind of like your update on Bitcoin that just had an amazing 4-hour close. We still have about 4 hours to go until the daily close, and it would be immaculate if we closed like this or higher, because we would have ourselves a confirmed bullish engulfing candle, completely covering the previous candle body. It would be nice to close the daily above 58. It's more important on the daily that we close 58.4 than on the 4-hour for sure, right? So, serious consequences. This is like, dude, critical areas, all caps. All right, so let's go to Google and look at the rest of the Mag 7. Sorry. So remember what we discussed yesterday. What was the event that occurred? Buyers recaptured 151.05. Is that a level that's just a joke, or is it like, oh wait, it's so effing real? Go back to 2021. It was the old all-time high, not once but twice. I mean, we're talking November 2021, but then again in February 2022. And then you could see how they regarded it as support before it melted up on earnings, April 25th. So yeah, when they recaptured it, it's like, let's pay attention. And little do we know that they're just going to say, yep, that was really insane. Let's just gap it up and close at 154.70, highest close since the 5th. Not really a big deal, but that's nice when you just got price action correlating, buyers recapture level, and you got immediate consequences of that. So still trading below the 200 moving average. It's the worst of the 7, I think. Structurally, trend-wise, it's bad. It's gotten beaten down. Still doesn't mean it can't rally, but you need to make a higher high than 168 before you could even feel anything, any type of way. Okay, NVIDIA had a really good day. So they cracked through that 118.06 level. Down after hours, 0.7%. So I don't really know what's happening there. Low volume, nothing burger, but I like how they put in the higher low than the previous low. So now it's time to take out the highs. 130. You don't want to come up here. The last thing you ever want to see NVIDIA market participants do is run this up, test it, and then confirm it, because then it's like, wow, you're saying distribution's been ongoing, but then they're confirming the distribution. That'd be the worst thing to ever happen to NVIDIA. So I think we're going to get probably a test. I don't know how the test is going to go, but we don't want it to fail. We want buyers to breach that level and just take us to 140 and beyond. This is a market driver, man. So you want it to do well for everything. Amazon, whew. Well, right. On the 10th, what they do, recaptured the very, very real key level all the way back from 2021. What they do yesterday, they formally back tested it, re-regarded it as support, and then really nice follow through, and even more today, because in between 177.70 and 188, there's just not much of anything that happens besides straight up, down, right? That's where the market makers have their orders. That's where there's a general consensus between multiple market participants around the world, or okay, this is where my sell orders and buy orders are going to be, my bids and my asks. So you're almost there, straight up and down. History repeating itself. So we go to 188. I don't know if they break it. It'd be nice if they broke it, because if they did, then 200's on deck. And that was an all-time high. That's when Bezos was just selling indiscriminately every day, right? He had to pay for his girlfriend's plastic surgery, so it was just like, yeah, $200. So yeah, you want to have your alerts set up just a little above 188.66, 188.88, because if you hear that beep sometime tomorrow or next week, it's big time. This is a huge deal, dude. Right, Microsoft, that man, continuing, dude. Woof. That higher low, it looked bad, right? It was like, oh my God, a lower high. But then that local, it's the wave structures, right? It's like the X, the A, the B, the C. Okay, the C point. So what does this mean? Probably, eventually, an 88% retrace from the high to the low. 886, 458.61 is a target. Great level up there. That would complete a bearish bat pattern. Yeah, so things are starting to really set up for even higher prices on something like Microsoft right now. Yeah, 888, 886, right there. That's really nice, man. So what does that mean? That's the kind of rivals the highest low ever on this chart. You never really, this is like pretty much the highest low in the history of Microsoft, going back. But I'm saying, like, it's a dragon, right? It was a lower low dragon at a key level. The dragon. And then the bullish back test, and then it was gone. The dragon tail, it was beautiful. And then you're doing the same thing. You got a freaking nice bullish dragon breakout. And now that tail's developing. So there it is, a higher low dragon. Those develop, right? They can be lower low dragons, or they can be higher low dragons. This one's substantially higher low. Very nice. Tesla, pretty meh today. I mean, it closed at its highest level since... oh, crap, hold on. I'm supposed to work out. My God, dude. Yeah. Chad, I literally skipped a workout session with my trainer today to go live for y'all. So that's like real as F. So Tesla, yeah, the highest close since the 5th, not really a big deal. It's not really a big deal until the buyers are taking out 232.81. I mean, it's like ungodly real. Look how real it is, man. July 12th. July 29th, it was support, resistance. It was resistance and dumped. And it's like, you didn't test it today. Maybe tomorrow. But if they break it, easy gap fill at 246, but then 250, 260 after that. But I just love this accumulation locally. You kidding me, man? And then just more than before. I mean, it was really like an M shape, type 1, and just been going, right? Just think about it. It was kind of like this. There's just something about the 886, man. How many times did they have to 886 everything in the world until you get how important an 88% retrace is? So an M shape in this type of context, send it, man. Send it back to 270. Take us to 300. I'll be waiting. I'm long, so I don't really care what it's. I mean, it could very well go to 209 again, right? Because just like Bitcoin, could go to 63,588 above 58.4, but if it falls below 57.5, well, it's an easy $53,000 target. It's all about the levels, man. Probably won't get much price action until power hour, so it's gonna be a few hours till we get maybe anything on Bitcoin. Okay, and then let's go to the worst performing asset of the 7, Apple. It was up 0.05%, down 0.13% after hours. So, but dang, man, some serious price action. You know, they defended with a tweezer bottom potentially. I mean, the tweezer bottom got follow through yesterday, so maybe it's a real tweezer bottom. And then today, the top of this zone, which is the wick right here. Yeah, this wick goes all the way up there. I know you can't see it. but that was tested as support today. Again. So yeah, I'm not sure, but anything above 216.83 to 220 is safe and good for more upside. As long as they hold it. If they don't hold it, it's an easy $200 target, man. Yep. So not too much to write home about today on Apple. Okay, I think we had a couple requests. I just wanted to get, oh my God, we got to look at Netgear, chat. Netgear, perhaps you've heard of it. Netgear, they have gears and nets. That's what they sell, right? Good earnings report, up 30.82%. And pretty cool what happened, because if you don't know, it was a trade setup. And I'll just show you, right? There's always a rhyme or reason for these trade setup publications. They're specifically meant to be educational, so you can learn how to fish. But on an asset that had just been beaten down just forever, right? Something changed. They tested this 1478 level a couple times and failed. And then a real nice V-shape occurred, and then there's this level from history that is just so undeniably real, and it's so undeniably real that the price action correlation over the past 16 months, like, you could see it, the evidence of it. But something happened recently where that level that was only being upthrusted or being regarded as resistance, it flipped. Something changed, right? Started trading back above the 200 moving average, was regarding the 200 moving average as support. Hidden bullish divergence developed with formal bullish back tests of this level. It was just resistance after the upthrust. Resistance, right? Resistance. Over and over and over again. Even on the gap down, it tested as resistance. So you know how real it was. So we were getting favorable price action correlation to an ungodly ancient level. And it was like, fine. That makes it easy to manage risk, right? Protect yourself if it fails. But yeah, you did have earnings, and that kind of made it. But barring acts of catalysts, it was a great setup regardless, easy, like minimal losses if it failed. I don't think you want to own Netgear below 15 or 14.75. Not really. I don't think you want to, because the implications of that, what happens? I mean, you get pretty bad drawdowns after failing to break it, right? Head on down to the 10s, 11s, So, okay, that was the there's always going to be like a constructed argument before I publish these. And that was this one. And so it just, thank God, we were lucked out this time, and it was still just trading above the level. You were just owning it. You just owned it. And it's like, okay. And then it just hit that first target today. And, there's a second target. You can't even believe it. And this is most likely what we would consider a breakaway gap. Okay, a breakaway gap. There are three types of gaps, but this is the breakaway gap, meaning it is extremely probable that this gap will not fill anytime soon. The volume involved, okay, how high is the volume? It's the highest volume seen since September of 2023. And I don't even know what happened to cause that. Nothing really, there was no real candle. I don't get it. Maybe, let's see, September 2023, was it like quad witching? There was like a quad witching. So a bunch of options expired. No, that's the second week though. So it wasn't that. Yeah, that was not the third week. Yeah, it was the 18th. No, it was not. It was the 15th. So I guess it wasn't a quad witching. I'm not sure. Anyway, so outside of that, whatever that was, it was the highest volume you had seen since September of 2019. So unbelievably high volume and crazy price disparity. The two variables required, or the two characteristics of what we consider a breakaway gap. So I would think these levels would be hit far before we ever fill the gap. So that second target.
Let's go
on deck.
BTC. Can we check an old setup, QBTS? Time for another run? Weekly hidden division daily shark. Trying to double bottom now. Broke supply line. Sellers looking exhausted. All HLs. Would love to see above $1.05, but easy to manage risk. SL under 80C.
Chum, thanks for the 20. Appreciate that, man. We can look at Kibitz. Yeah, we'll look at it. Much love. Yeah, quad witching next Friday, the 3rd. No, dang it, dude. It's Friday the 13th tomorrow. So if you're going to be doing any ancient voodoo rituals, tomorrow's the day to do it, chat. Just a public service announcement. Crap, I need to, oh, by the way, change the thumb. By the way, I posted an announcement. Like, I created a piece of merchandise for me. Because I just really never liked the old 80s logo that we had. It just was never, so I never bought the shirt. But I revamped the 80s retro logo with bar charts through the augmented script R for that left patch. And so, like, if you like it, I'm just letting you know, like, I made it for myself. I don't expect anyone to buy it, but if you want to, you can. And I just pinned it. So I think it's a sick old logo on the back, but the new logo on the front. So, okay. Yeah, these requests, right? I don't know what to do for Joseph Bitcoin puppets on Magic Eden. I have no idea what, that's a wash. I can't do anything. OX Brennan said something. Oh, well, yeah, turtles. Jonathan, how you doing, man? Do you like turtles still, or?
I like turtles.
But not for me.
Gabago, over here.
So working on a bullish and golden candle. We're at $2 trillion, chat. I'd imagine that's psychological, right? Same old little cipher. No, oh, sorry, not a cipher. It's nothing. It's just an informal M shape. That, man, I would have been so much happier if we saw 1.78 trillion test here on this M shape. It would have been kind of like a shark, an 886. You never got it. Still below the heart line. There's not much really to look at on total, really.
Gentlemen in the mix.
True Seeker, what? Lost best player to Ohio State? Oh, don't worry, dude. I mean, do you not know how we reload, like, our recruits? And it's like, yeah, dude, we just completely destroyed college football so much that they had to change all these rules, right? Oh, that, Saban and Alabama football ruined football so much that they had to change everything because Saban had such an edge, Bama had such an edge on the whole sport that people wanted, I want to be able to transfer, NIL. Okay, we got to get rid of recruiting. We got to change the rules. We can't have bye weeks before Bama. Like in 2010, there were like 8 or 9 teams that had bye weeks before Bama. They had to change the rules. Oh, we got to have a playoff now because Bama's in. Like, it's not fair. Oh God, we got to do NIL and transfer portal rules because Bama's recruiting's just far too good. Yeah, Saban's like, I'm done because it's a good time to get out. I imagine Bama's still going to be more dominant than 95+% of college football programs out there. So I'm good with it, man. I didn't take it for granted. I cherished every moment of it because I knew all things come to an end. Anyway, my God, not really excited about going to this Dragon X, Titan X, whatever. Oh God, Uniswap. Okay. Dude, come on, man. Like, really? What am I supposed to do here? Like, I appreciate the contribution, dude, but like, this is just kind of not something you request. No one should ever put their money in this. It's a scam. You're asking to get rug pulled. It's down 12.53%. Who cares? It doesn't matter if it's up or down 1,000%. I don't care. It's a scam. No volume. No one's trading it. It's just one of the 2.5 million scams that were created just to enrich the people that created these scams. That's all they are. The dude who created Dragon X, Titan X, he's probably created 1,000 other S-Coin scams. That's what they do, man. You have serial S-Coin scam creators, and they do it. Oh, are we talking about Ohio State? I'm sorry. How many titles has Alabama won since y'all beat us in 2014? I can't remember. Oh, 3. Alabama's won 3 titles, 2 Heisman winners. How many national titles does Ohio State have since 2014 or 2015? How many Heisman winners? Kind of see where I'm going here. But yeah, you're a great viewer though. See what I did? Sorry guys, we can't do Dragon X, we can't do Bitcoin puppets, but we can do ULS for Jeffrey. All right, ULS. UL Solutions, package software. Okay, so techish. What a trend, my God. My God. We can plot something. I mean, all I can do is a channel here. Let's have fun. That's about all we can do. It's only been around since April of this year, so.
Brutus super chatted $50. XTC, could this be a winner? I think this is making me smarter. Thanks for tolerating me. Rock on gesture. Cool face.
Brutus, thank you for the $50 super chat. Warrants with Leroy Jenkins. Thank you, man. XDC, are we talking S-Coin? I guess we can look at the S-Coin. Do you want? Sure. Really appreciate that. I mean, tolerating you. I like you, Brutus. So it's not like that. Yeah, so I guess if, you know, on UL Solutions, if you're in an uptrend, right, that's conceptualized by the parallel channel tool. You could say that the bottom trend line of that parallel channel tool is considered oversold and the top would be considered overbought. And so you'd be more on the side of oversold in the uptrend. No forms of confirmation locally. You always want confirmation, right? Local confirmation. You always want, if you could help it, get something like this. If you really wanted it to be a strong argument for a more pronounced rally, you always want it. And then it's like the X, the A, the B, the C. It's the wave structures, man. It's just like they do that. I mean, you even kind of got it like here, 1 and then 2, but so I guess one could take a shot. I mean, it's not really got all the framework for a good trade setup. It doesn't really have that. You didn't fill the gap. There's an unfilled gap, like 46.36. They didn't fill it, but it's there and you're close. So yep, that's all I got. There's not enough data to really. There's no historical inflection points that it's really holding on to so much. We got one here, one swing high. Right when they recaptured it, look at that, how nice it was. They were testing, reconfirming what was once resistance and support before a markup again. That's the price action correlation you're looking for. That's what we want on Bitcoin. We want Bitcoin to do exactly this above 58.4. Dang it. It's support, and it's gone. So not a good swing trade setup because you have criteria that is mandatory for that, and this isn't really showing it. So it's like, cool, uptrend. Maybe it's good for an investment, but for a swing trader constructing a plan with an entry, like a tight strategic stop loss with max upside, you don't have that. You do potentially have max upside based on where it is in the channel if it's going to actually respect this channel, this demand line down here, right? You got that, hypothetically speaking. Well, yeah, about 12-team playoff. I'm excited about like the home field advantage, like the first round. Like, yeah, it's gonna be so exotic. It's gonna be like Bama is in.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge as always. Just a quick question: which candidate could cause the dollar to go higher if elected?
Fibonacci times. Well, the thing about it is, one thing that's not controversial at all about the candidates. Neither of them are going to be fiscally responsible. So I don't think it matters. Both are going to send us into, like, the money printer and the spending will be terrible. So it doesn't matter on that front. I just care more about, like, hey, I mean, if there's unrealized tax gain, like capital gains and all that, then it's like trading won't exist anymore. Really, not in America. And they'll crash the stock market, and then the whole open borders thing and then just importing like millions upon millions of 60 to 80 IQ third world migrants that don't even know what indoor plumbing is, right? That are eating animals, like they're killing eagles and cats, and just that right there is more of an issue for me, you know. So law and order, secure border, not raising taxes, because raising taxes at any point now is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Even with this unrealized capital gains tax, it would fund the government for like a month. And it's really the slippery slope, man. Like, people are like, dude, it's only for people with $100 million. Dude, do you understand? Like, that's how it started in like 1913. With income tax. Oh, it's just on the wealthy, bro. It's the frog boiling in the pot, man. Because in a year or two, or when another administration comes in, they'll go more radical, more stupid. Oh, it's only for them. Oh, nope, it's now for people making over $400K. Think we heard that before? Yeah. And then it's just blanket for everyone. Yeah, you want to trade on the stock market? You're not. I mean, that's not fair. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to just sit at home and make money. Nope, not fair. We're going to take everything. And then it'll be like an inheritance tax. Oh yeah, we're going to take literally everything. You won't inherit anything. Like the most radical, stupid ideas, people are like okay with it. And the media is like gaslighting that these ideas are like not a big deal. This is the craziest thing ever. So anyway, like if you're a trader of financial markets, there's only one choice. And it's because you've been backed into a corner. One candidate virtually wants to kill the trader, all traders. One's like, okay, we're not even really looking at traders, you know, it's other things. Anyway, all right, so yeah, that was QBTS. D-Wave. Sheesh. Remember that, yeah, the M shape played out and it just didn't quite get there on performance, did it? It was close, man. But now we're back at this. Oh, this is crazy because now you have like another shark. All this time later, right? Go from this low. It's like an XAB. Dang, dude. Well, the 886 has returned. Another M shape, man, and it's all about $1, right? 105. Look what happens when the price of 105 is breached or successfully defended as support. Straight up, down, very illiquid, very thin order book. The probability of seeing 168 is high when the price gets above 105. Look, 168, and then it came straight back down. It doesn't seem very liquid. It says there's almost 2 million volume on this thing. But look, when it breaks, straight down. Look, when they break it, confirmed, next day, straight up. Straight down. I mean, that's the line in the sand. So risk management wise, I guess you could have a stop. Dude, you're losing so much though to get it, to make it strategic. But you may not have much time. If it breaks 105, it's just gonna go to 168 real fast, man. What is that? That's crazy upside too. That's like, oh my God, 60% upside if they break 105. So have your alert set up on QBTS D-Wave. Ironically, it's at the D-Wave. Not sure if this is type 2. It seems a little shallow on the reaction, but interesting. More than before again, right? Here's your low, here's your high, here's your higher low, an 88.6% retrace, deep value perceived area, a rally and a sell-off, and now another higher low, another 886, another. So it's like, dang, dude, if you look at the weekly, it's like classic accumulation ongoing. Are you kidding me? Maybe. Dude, and look out on the weekly, you can see the M shape. It's pretty beautiful here. Wow. This is a pretty good. I mean, talk about value, talk about easier to manage risk, talking about low levels, right? I mean, this isn't bad. Not bad down here. It's in the basement, I know. I understand, dude. It is in the basement. And you wouldn't want to own
Can you
it
check Ion?
below 80 cents.
Also, go Dogs. Looking forward to the game at Bama in a couple weeks.
Scabble Gabble, thanks for the 20, dude. We can look at IO in Q, sure. We can, thank you. Yeah, I'm intrigued. We don't know where an asset's going next, but we can certainly say that an M shape of some sort, pretty much a bullish shark, has completed. And they're holding it. They've been holding it since mid-August. That's all I can give you on Kibitz. I remember 60% upside if they break 105, so it's imperative that we all set up our alerts above that very, very real level. XDC for Brutus, spelled interestingly.
Why do I feel like I'm the only one looking at the chart on gold and thinking it's about to get real globally? Gah.
Greg P, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 5. I mean, central banks are the composite operator. Central banks. 3 years or 2 years in a row, and I'm pretty sure, maybe the data's in at this point, but it was projected and on track for central banks buying the most gold they've ever bought this year, more than last year, more than the year before. But last year was most ever. The year before that was the most ever. So they're probably doing it again. So S might be hitting the fan. Like, I think it's just more about inflation's not going away. The system we're in is a scam where the only way anything goes up anymore is more money printing, more currency debasement, more devaluation of fiat, and that's getting most likely recalculated by equity prices. You can see, like, look what these Mag 7 are starting to do again. The S&P and the NASDAQ starting putting these bullish wave structures, these 786 retraces, these higher lows, highest lows ever, and they're starting to run again. Yeah, I think things are just like getting recalculated due to that currency debasement. So, yeah. We'll see here. Well, do we got an idea where XDC, what exchange, man? Because I went to Bitstamp, and this is not the one. KuCoin? Oh. Oh. Don't tell me, dude. This is what you're looking for. Because it's garbage, man. Oh, yeah. I haven't been here in a while. I have some data. But it's like, okay, cycle concluded, lowest high ever, and then it's back again to the all-time lows. Oh my God, sorry. No structures down here that really imply Oh, more than before? Is there a composite operator with an ongoing buying campaign? No. All these local lower lows, lower highs. You're just sitting at you hit all-time lows. There were some limit orders set up there, some bids probably from the developer himself, and it rallied and is just flatlined, dead. I don't give a crap what this does. I'm never touching it. I don't care. It's XDC. And that's kind of it, man. That's it. I mean, it's just garbage. Trash. Dang, man. Thought we had a real request. Never mind. Oh, IO and Q. We still have hope. We have one more request from Scabble Gabble. What's up, Anthony B? Man, they were talking about bad times. Whoever talking about Truth Seeker's talking about bad times in the South about Alabama, but then Anthony B comes in as an FSU fan, and it's like down the worst of any kind of what you might consider blue blood program. They're in the worst situation of anyone. I mean, you got 2 L's on 2 different continents. No one's even done that.
Speaking of
but
gold,
FSU this year.
does NFGC look like it could break out of its downtrend?
Fractal Earth? Not sure, but we can certainly take a look at it. Thank you, man. All right, let's move on, because this is just, I don't care. Well, M shit, dude, it's trash. Whatever, flip your coin if it goes up. It doesn't matter. There's no edge, nothing to do here. It's a loser. I wouldn't trade it ever. I mean, I'm gonna sleep real well at night knowing that I'll never own XDC. Okay. No one's ragging. And sorry the music's so loud. I don't know what happened. That decibel levels went up. Sorry, a little above where it should be. There we go. Dang, man, that ruined the stream properly. Was it loud? Nah. Oh my goodness, this one's interesting. Wow. It's interesting. It's like, man, I bet you there's all kinds of bullish divergence here. No, there wasn't even. What? Like, it's interesting to see this key level.
Thanks for going live early, Mitch. I got to head out. Happy days ahead of us traders.
Mike McCarthy, thanks for the super chat, man. Be good, be safe. Buy assets that outrun inflation. Thank you. So yeah, very interesting. We're like this. It's the trend sucks. You know, the trend is not your friend. You don't really have any evidence of a trend reversal yet. You just have maybe some evidence that the sellers are stalling out. Right, the momentum of the sellers is fading. Right, you might have a shorter term reversal going on here. But the momentum stalling is representative by the same lows now, and now maybe even a higher low. The first higher low we've seen in a very long time, maybe getting put in. But what's most significant about this is the recapturing of 714. So I would think like if it was gonna reverse for real, I just have issues with downtrends because it's like this could be a great reversal, but it could just miserably underperform and you put in just the lowest high of downtrend and roll over again. And it's like, what was even the point, man? Yeah, and it's like the downtrend, don't we like these downtrends to conclude at 88% retraces, not here? Like, I get it, they're defending it, that's great, but it's like not an 886. You want an 886. 886 is 525, and that's definitely where you're going if they ever take out 714. So you just kind of have somewhat of an argument, I guess, but not really. Like the best argument would be, again, at 530 or whatever, 525. If you wanted to take a chance, I guess you could. It would be nice to see though. So they recaptured the level yesterday, and they definitely reconfirmed it as support today. So you can see a higher low. So it was like a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, the lowest low, but barely, like almost the same low as this low. And then a rally, it's a lower high again. Oh my God, that's awful. But then you sell off, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, more than before. There's like more market participants involved with this asset than there was here and here and here, right? Well, not here. This is pretty bad. But I guess someone could try to have a stop loss in the 670s or something. I mean, 655, you probably lost so much value. You've like lost so much on your trade before you get stopped out, and it's like going down to way lower. But you could try to trade 714, that back test, maybe. But remember, you are counter trend trading this. You're trading in a bear trend, trading in an undeniable downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. So understand that any bullish stuff you're identifying, any bullish indicators, any bullish patterns, any bullish price action, could very well not be reliable, and if it is reliable, it could very well underperform. Therefore, you never even come close to an equitable target for a trade. That's the issue with downtrend trading. Yeah. Uptrend trading, though, come on, forget about it. The inverse, Tesla, dude, 260, 300, possibly even 400, given enough time. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Bullish back test, key levels of support. It's Tesla. Yeah, nice. Uptrend trading, longs, bullish patterns, and bullish trends. That's what you want, man. That's the ticket. Not whatever that was. But hey, man, I do appreciate the contribution, and I'm not saying that it can't reverse here, but you just got to think about, you always want the 886 if you're able to get it. Let there be no doubt, the deepest value perceived area. I mean, I don't even know how many times you have to see an 886 reversal here to start believing. But that's where it's just like there's less controversy. Deepest value. That's where you're looking for M shapes to complete. Okay, there was another one. It was yeah, and Scabble Gabble. Based on the way Bama looked last week, if we don't get our O-line figured out by the time we play on next week, Bama's going to get absolutely destroyed by Georgia. Just real talk. Like there won't be a chance. It won't be competitive. Newfound golds. Woof. Oh, hold on. Let's see here.
SP500 CME futures on monthly, is that might be shooting star or potential hanging man?
Well, Anonymous, don't we have like 18 days till that close? Or are you talking about last month? We'll look at it. I'll just go to it after this, okay? Thank you. Well, how's your trend? Terrible. But, like I said, you have something going for you, which is a low to high, probably 886 retrace, right? From the lowest low ever to the highest high ever. Sure, you're right at that 886, and you're right at this key support. Woof. Yeah, man, you got that. That's pretty good. All right, so it's like terrible trend. So you might have some good local price action correlating to a key level at an 88% retrace. You do, absolutely. But the trend's awful, trading woefully below the 200 moving average, lowest high was just put in of the entire downtrend just less than a month ago. Such a lack of demand that the buyers were unable to even test that 200 as they had done over and over and over again. So weak, but yeah, 251. Here's the thing. I guess at this point, like, if it's breaking 250, you're going to 140. It's over. You're effed, or $2. So much losses that your whole position would be destroyed. So if you want, okay. If you want to try to play this, because gold's going to, went to price discovery, it's like all you could do is have a stop loss around 240, 237, And you got it, like, but it's just tough because it's the lowest. What if it just makes another lower high? God, it's so bad. These trends suck. I would say probably your level is gonna be most likely 369 to 376. That will be your target area. As you can see, the price action correlation from history between those levels, a lot of up and down, right? So if you're having to stop there, 240s, to protect yourself because of death below 250. But if you wanted to play the spring and the back test the spring, confirmation low locally, you probably have to swing for that. And understand, like, could very well never get there because the characteristics of this trend are just lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Could just rally, make a lower high again.
Greg P. feels alone looking at the chart on gold and thinking it's about to get real globally.
It, right?
You're not alone, Greg P.
Oops. Yep, I think that's kind of where you're probably looking. A little bit of hidden bullish divergence. Hey, what's up, TM, man? Greg P feels alone.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Not alone. Dude, I mean, does no one else feel like we're watching society of the West completely and utterly unravel at an accelerated rate due to the policies that were created by the people that have been in power for the past 3.5 years? Absolutely. That is undeniable. Clear as day. Yes. That's it, man. Okay? If you're trading it, so I'm just saying I'll plot it just for fun. Like, maybe we get a pullback, tomorrow and you can get a little better entry. But it would be almost as simple as this. This simple. 4.2 to 1. I mean, that's the only way I think you could trade NFGC right now, right? In this downtrend. Counter trend trading, yikes. But it's a global major 886, so maybe there's something to that. We don't know. All we can do is identify the levels, and you're at low enough of a level to where it could be strategized. Okay. Thanks again. Fractal Earth. That makes sense. Let's see here. Yeah, S&P Futures, why not? For a second. 58.2 on Bitcoin. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, build the sub. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it, man. Not too much going on, really. Like Bitcoin did confirm a 4-hour candle close. I mean, there's no doubt about it, man. They did it. It was a breakout, confirmed. But we need a daily breakout. And the daily breakout will be confirmed in 3 hours if we are blessed enough to receive positive price action above 58.372. Currently below it. Not by much. Buyers have plenty of time. So monthly for Anon. And he's like, hanging man? What about last month not a hanging man? It was a green hanging man. Not too early. 18 days, man. You have no idea what this candle is going to look like in 18 days. It could just be another green candle. Probably will. Probably going to be another green candle. Based on the way these things have been looking past few days. These levels getting recaptured, reconfirmed. The run of the next ones. Pivoting higher lows. Like, man, it's almost like we had an ABCD that almost has already completed. I'm just looking at monthly here, having fun. We're just, screwing around now. Like an ABC, D, A, B, C. 50%. If it's a 50% on the C point, then the D would be a 200% retrace. So that's going to be... Dang, okay. So your target on the ABCD on the monthly S&P futures is $6,200, $6,197. Dang, I even really looked at that. I'm like, that's crazy. So your upside still on the S&P to just complete this perfect potential ABCD. It's gonna be like there's about 10 to 11% upside left. Wow. I'm glad he brought it up because I wouldn't have done this. And it's like, okay. Pull it up, dude. ABCD.
Mitch R., I think you might be very mistaken about who has actually been in power the last 3.5 years.
People
Something
in
much
power,
more
of
is
course,
bigly
dude. We have
afoot.
a senile old man and like a woman who slept her way to the top. You know? Of course. Like, they're just puppets. They're figureheads. The deep state. Like, we have the administrative state has grown, hyper consolidated in power, government jobs, mooning, getting bigger and bigger. And so it is in their the government and the administrative state's best interest to, I mean, self-preservation. It's taken on a life of its own. It runs itself now. It's very scary, man. Very, very bad. Hey, Click, I can do whatever I want, man. And TM's the one super chatting, dude. I'm just responding to it, so. Lord, get her. I'm telling you, dude, like, politics came for us as traders. Yeah, politics came for us. We never used to talk about politics, ever. Because like, you know, people will just leave us alone. Like, let us trade and, you know, the financial markets alone. But then, like, the whole, like, garbage trash they've been doing for the past 3.5 years with the SEC and the crypto, been screwing this market, man. And now this whole new thing with unrealized capital gains tax, like, this stuff is like they're coming for us. So get over it. Go watch the streams before they started doing all this stuff, because I was streaming then. Okay, let's make this not visible on the daily. Yeah, man, highest low in the history of the S&P 500. It's like getting painted. You know, on the S&P Futures, that was a beautiful bullish inside bar as well. Fantastic, man. Great to see Japanese candlestick patterns that are bullish and bullish trends be reliable and perform pretty well. Yeah, good indication of what's really going on. Same thing about what I do like about, let's go back to Bitcoin, is we had that 60-minute like bat pattern. I don't have it pictured, but I do want to like talk about it for a second. Let me go to it. So we had that bat pattern. Really nice, undeniable bat, right? The X point and the D point, and the type 2 return, the bearish divergence on the 60-minute, and it played out like it did. It was great. It was like from when that was all identified, we saw a drawdown on Bitcoin about 3.5%. On 60-minute structure, that's about as good as you're going to get a lot of times. But at the same time, if we're talking about a downtrend you're in currently, it should perform a lot better than that. It should be more reliable. It was reliable, okay. Check mark, but not good on performance. And that's a good sign. I mean, that's good when the patterns don't perform well, and then see, it's not even invalid yet, because you see this is the X point. You're still witnessing the churn at the top of this inflection zone. It's so real, man. I just can't even believe what happened on this candle. Coinbase went down this morning, and you had a wow, what a fake out, man. What a scam, right? 60-minute candle, 1.85% loss from the top to the bottom. And now you broke it again like you did a few hours ago, and you're just back below it. It's like, this could be the absolute top, man. This could be like max downside potential. We're going to 53K. At the same time, if they keep this up and they actually can, if this is reliable, okay, this 4-hour rising 3 methods, if it's reliable, that means it's going to play out. That means it's going to be a bullish continuation. That means we're going to break 58,372. That means we're probably going to 61, 63K plus. So there's a lot here, man. It's very, very tough. Critical freaking areas. And that's why the poll's going on. I mean, how many we got?
NFLX bearish
819
pattern
votes
type
now on
1.
this poll.
Thank you. 0.060502003 BCH.
You run it by Luke. Thanks so much, dude, for the 20. We can look. Yeah. So that is the line in the sand. We all want to have our alerts set up. So let's go to Netflix. Yep. Bearish pat pattern. What about the bearish pat pattern? Remember? Who is saying everyone's bullish, everyone's bearish? Listen to y'all. Let's chat. Yesterday, everyone was so this, everyone's so this. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. Stop trying to talk for everyone in the world. It's the dumbest thing ever. Like, okay, because what you perceive to be everyone means that's how you're drawing your conclusion about things. That's stupid, dude. Chill out with the everyone's collective thing. We're just looking at the levels, man. What we don't know. You don't know. I don't know. But we do know the levels. And we do know structural developments that occur at levels that can help us gain a higher probability outcome. And unfortunately, Bitcoin doesn't really have that at this resistance outside of this little 4-hour pattern, which I do not put much weight on at all. Okay, so just calm down with that, man. Like literally in like the same few minutes, 2-minute period, someone's like, everyone's bearish, everyone's bullish. Okay, keep saying it. Chat, everyone say everyone's bullish, everyone's bearish every day. I'm sure that's going to help you with making your decisions. What are you talking about? Bearish bat on Netflix. Type 1. Bearish bat pattern? Because bearish bat, it would be X point, but that wouldn't be a bat at all. On the... I don't see a bat pattern, man. Are you talking about... It wouldn't be a bat, it'd be a shark this way, and it wasn't even an 886, so I'm not really sure what you're talking about on a bat pattern. Type 1 return of a bullish, bearish bat pattern. Bearish bat's always going to be an 88% retrace, meaning a lower high than the previous high, so that's not possible here. This one looks kind of crazy though. It's kind of in that, meta Facebook situation. Look left real quick. Oh my God, now I get it. So yeah. So this 100% retrace, this is a good trend, man. I wouldn't be screwing around. This is looking like it's getting set up to break $700, man. Remember, trading at the same price it was trading at 3 years ago. So kind of due for a breakout. It kind of reminds me of all the Mag 7s that were just doing great things, and then they finally broke out. So this one's probably way overdue for a breakout, just being real. The trend is your friend. You're going to fight this trend, bro? You're going to be like bearish bat on this? I don't think it's very helpful. The upside is rather limited. It could be almost nothing because they could test it and fail, and there could be max downside to 575, but why that doesn't seem as likely is because the fact that the sellers took control of this asset's price and had a drawdown, but they failed. The sellers literally failed to test that key inflection point from history that is so real. First all-time high ever back from July 2020. Test it again. It was support before going to all-time highs. It was broken in the back, tested as support. See, that's how you know how real it is, and they failed to test it. Too much demand. So now we're making the highest high ever, kinda, and you're just up against resistance. So I wouldn't be betting against Netflix right now. I mean, like, it could go down, but I'm not sure, like, shorting it's like your best bet. But if you were, just have a stop loss around 710. That's all I can say. Like, if you wanted to go short, better have a stop. And it better be strategically placed above 710, whatever, because there is max out downside potential. If like the market just starts rolling over, some crazy black swan happens, this is a great level for good downside potential to 575. But the trend is so freaking good, man. It's just like, how you fighting this? Yeah, hard to fight it. Run it by Luke. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm not. It's a bat pattern that's pretty weak, right? Because the bat pattern makes a lower high than the highest high. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Nah. I wouldn't be looking at it like that, dude. I would be messing with this. Nice supply line there. That's really what it is. That's it, man. That's the channel, the trend conceptualized with the parallel channel tool. I think it breached it. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah. Unfortunately, you did break it one time, and that was October 2023, man. That was bad. But like all these tests here, this kind of makes the most sense on how it is. The top side's really nice. Nice channel, man. Upside could take it at 750 plus if it just kind of keep going. Okay, so that was the last formal request for now. Bitcoin still trading below the level we needed to trade above for. It's now 21 hours, 58,372. 21 hours it's been regarded as resistance. It's sickening, isn't it? It makes you just want to throw up, for sure. Remember, the upside and downside potential is about the same. You got about 9% upside on Bitcoin if buyers break 58.4 with follow through, and about 8% downside if sellers are able to take out 57.5. Your target's 53K. 53K would be pretty legendary if we were blessed enough to receive it again, because we'd be getting a confirmation low at a 786 complete with a 1414 at a key inflection point. So it'd be like a major confirmation low. You'd probably get bullish divergence down there, continued. It would be a dream, possibly, for a low risk, high reward opportunity, but we just may never get it. So we're just saying we know what we want, but not if they break 58.4 for real, and they haven't yet. So in 2 hours 53 minutes, we will be having a confirm. If it all stays the same or higher on price, we'll be confirming a bullish engulfing candle. We're confirming the highest daily candle close since September 2nd. But we need higher prices in the next 2 hours 53 minutes if you want a confirmed breakout candle close. They have not done that. We have not closed above 58,372 since September 2nd. It is the 12th now. Yeah, and Netflix is crazy. It's like all the others. Oh, let's look at Baba real quick, because no one wants to talk about Baba when it's doing well. They only talk about it when it's gapping down. It's like, guess what happened on Baba? Highest daily candle close since May 21st.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, it took out the highs from August 23rd on the close. Talking about poised for a godlike breakout. We've been waiting for this for years on Baba. You are seeing, I think, buyers are attempting to absorb the supply. They're the preliminary part of it, but they're absorbing the supply at 85.71, 86.75. If they break this 86.75 level, we're talking 109, 120, and eventually, given enough time, 6 months to a year, 164, 168, maybe even 205. This is a cycle reversing M shape with insanely good bullish divergence through rising valleys. Class accumulation. There is clear and undeniable evidence of a composite operator accumulating the living F out of this asset. Undeniable. They can't hide it. They can't hide. They can only do subtle stuff, like they can only draw the price down and make a slightly higher low. But then again, another slightly higher low, but it's actually less. It's more shallow than the first low from the second low to the first low, and the back test of this key level as support. Back with the 200 moving average, daily golden cross, like it's strong, man. I'm just saying, like, you had all the warning in the world. I did everything I could, and people laughed and say, "Oh, it's Baba, dude." It's like, it's not Baba. I don't give a crap what this asset is. It could be Rudy Poo. It could say Rudy Poo where it says Baba. I don't care. This structure is one of the most beautiful structures that exists on the stock market right now, and I can't wait for it to play out, most likely, and shock the world. We won't be shocked. If you're a true harmonic believer, you believe in the composite man, you believe in price action and what it represents more than before, You will not be surprised when there's some sort of 10 to 30% candle happens on BABA one day. And it'll be like, what happened? Well, they absorbed all the supply and there was no more supply until much, much higher levels. Oh, okay. Anyway, we had to talk about it, dude. It's like a dream of all dreams. Like if I was a composite man, I'd paint it the same way. I'd be like, oh yeah, this is it. All right, you see how close we are to death or glory, chat. So I will conclude the poll now. I will end the poll. Okay. We had 869 people vote on this. Where'd it go? I'm not sure. Oh, I guess they have to stop the counting. Oh yeah, they got to count all the votes. Kappa. I was pinging in respect to TA. All right, that's a lot of y'all. 62% of y'all think we're going to 63,588. Y'all are bold as that heck, man. Y'all are really bold. Y'all just saying, hey, man, this downtrend we've been in. Yeah, we're probably. I mean, even if you go to 63,588, you're technically not making a higher high. That's what sucks. It's like you could go up to 63,588. Yeah, 2/3 of y'all are correct on the poll, and it's like still a lower high. It's just what I'm saying. It's like insurmountable stuff has to occur for Bitcoin's whole trend to re-reverse back to long-term up again. But, you know, even if it goes to 53 next, that'd be great for the swing trader. For the holder, you want to screw it. Let's just break it now. You know, just depends on your mentality. You're in a stupid leverage trade. My God, be careful, man. All right, dude. Thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I skipped a workout today for y'all, but whatever. Duty called. So 58.4. We need it by close, which is 2 hours 48 minutes. So pray for it. I'll be back till next time. Shoot, dude. If they're breaking 58.4 and we're getting real follow through, real volume, real price action, and it's not a joke, I mean, I'll probably be live again. So be in the Discord so you get notified when I go live. So I'll be back. And buy the someone buy the t-shirt, man. I mean, I'm buying it for myself. Mr. Black bought it, I guess, but no one else buying that merch. Really, dude? Yep, me and one other person. All right. No one wants the retro shirt. Direct. I'll be back. Respect the TA.
Let's begin.
Adios, turd nuggets.